Curtis Lawrence, who's a historian. He joins us from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Curtis, let's try this again. Can you talk about just why this is such a contentious issue in the United States right now?
Yeah, I mean, when you really think about the role that Christopher Columbus played in opening up this part of the hemisphere for the European empires to exploit and expand slavery, that there in itself can give you an idea of why such a figure that's historical and popular to many, that those would want to take that statue down. You know, since the time Columbus came, 1492 up to the early 1500s, he's brought disease, conquered, and helped to eradicate many of the Caribs, Arawaks, Tainos in the Caribbean population, and open it up really for the exploitation of the Spanish Empire and ultimately the French and British Empire. And in order to maintain those empires, they would ultimately need a slave population, and that would greatly open up the transatlantic slave trade to help build up this side of the world for those empires.
Why do you think that we have seen a lot of people double down on this issue when they say that they're there to mark history and honor heritage? Because we have seen some states pass laws to protect these statues.
Yeah, I think one of the things that has to really be understood is with the recent killing of George Floyd, what happens is people have said that that is enough. And I think once people get to a point of saying that is enough and something must be done, they begin to look into these other places where there are symbols of what they deem to be oppression or exploitation. And those also will become the targets of change needs to happen there, as well.
And where do those historical figures belong then, Curtis?
Yeah, so I think it's not a matter of erasing it from history, because if you don't study your history, understand the history, you're doomed to definitely repeat that history. But I think we have to be very careful when statues of certain figures in history would represent slavery, represent oppression, represent exploitation, and they're put there in great honor. It could, for those who are under that level of oppression, it gives that negative meaning of saying that I or my situation or this institutional racism that I'm under, what I'm experiencing doesn't matter. And so it's not a matter of completely eradicating or erasing, but it's a matter of studying these figures in their historical context and understanding the role that they played in creating the current situation that exists today.
Curtis Lawrence, we really appreciate you being with us. Thanks for that.